missed it, we started it with a match. We had a match between Team Classic and Team Nigeria. No ask me how it be. You know, some person don't talk big man to play ball they had. Those people score, so they do us 3-1. But they can do giveaway. Get us, you go be say person call your house, you winner. You are highly welcome to this occasion. Wherever you're seated, you're welcome. Boys and girls, we have play items outside for you. It's gonna be a fun-filled day, and the weather is beautiful. Wherever you're seated, give chop knuckle to the next person close to you. That's how we greet. Give her a chop knuckle, tell her say you're welcome. We're ready to start. From the information I'm getting from my Oga, we're ready to kick off. If you never shop, go buy fuel. Fuel day there, we know they pay. Any normal or liter where you want, 10 liters we give you free. You're highly welcome. You can look around, we have every manner of activity around. If you won't change your clothes, people will play ball. If you fall, you won't change your clothes, we get change of clothes for that side. If not t-shirt, you go lie wear for the men, he did there.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdinas siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Oh Lord, thank you for bringing us together in this place. I hope everybody has a lot of fun. We pray that you get us all home safe, and we also pray for Nigeria and for the prosperity of us all. Thank you. Amen.
Acknowledge that we are gathered today on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Lenape in Atawandra. We acknowledge all the treaties that are specific to this area. The two-row wampum belt of the Haudenosaunee of 1701, the Maquis Treaty of 1790, the London Township Treaty of 1796, the Huron Tract Treaty of 1827, with the Anishinaabe and the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, Wampum of the Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee. This land continues to be home to the diverse indigenous people, First Nation, Métis, and Inuit, whom we recognize as contemporary stewards of the land and vital contributors to our society. We hold all that is in this natural world in our highest esteem and give honor to the wonderment of all things within creation. We bring our minds together as one to share good words, thoughts, feelings, and sincerely send them out to each other and to all parts of creation. We are grateful for the natural gifts in our world, and we encourage everyone to be faithful to the natural laws of creation. The three indigenous nations that are neighbors to London are the Chippewas of the First Nation, the Naija Nation of the Thames, and the Munsee Delaware Nation, who all continue to live as sovereign nations with individual and unique languages, cultures, and customs. This land acknowledgement is a first step towards reconciliation. It is the work of all citizens to step towards decolonizing practices and bring our awareness into action. We encourage everyone to be informed about the traditional lands, treaties, history, and cultures of indigenous people local to the region.
Thank you very much. That was the land acknowledgement by one of the Nigerian daughters here. Can we please rise as we take the national anthem? We are starting with the Canadian anthem, and we have someone who is taking it in French, because in Nigeria we have it all. We'll be total package. So one of our daughters will be taking the anthem, and another will be on the keyboard, and we're taking it in French.
Lift and shake your shoulders, Buga season. Welcome to 62nd Nigeria Independence Day event, themed Buga for Nigeria, hosted by Nigerian Association, London and Area, NALA. NALA is a non-profit organization focused on empowerment, youth, and mental health of Nigerians in London and area. NALA believes that we are stronger when we work, play, invest together. Hashtag stronger together. To newcomers in the Nigerian Canadian community who have made London and area home or are here to study, NALA welcomes you and wishes you success. Please join NALA so that we can be stronger together. To our mental health project participants, kindly enjoy the people, the music, and the food. Make friends using the NALA bench. NALA is in its Buga season. NALA witnessed 1. Increased population of Nigerians in London and area. 2. Won several grants. 3. Assisted individuals with jobs, accommodation search. And 4. Executed some community programs. NALA piloted a mental health project for racialized Londoners with funding from the City of London and support from other companies such as TD Bank, Walmart, and Home Depot. NALA also ran a cultural diversity and anti-racism workshop with funding from the Government of Canada through the Canadian Race Relations Foundation, CRRF. NALA organized the NIN registration for Nigerians. NALA also filed taxes for 13 people through the Community Volunteer Income Tax Program of Canada Revenue Agency, CRA. NALA appreciates the individuals and professional organizations who contributed money and gifts to the raffle draw and to make this event a reality. The City of London, through the Neighborhood Good Grant, is appreciated for the grant given to support this event. Funding from the Canada Race Relations Foundation through support from the Government of Canada is also appreciated. The various organizations that paid for booths and supplied materials are all appreciated. The volunteers and members of NALA Social Events team are highly appreciated. The meetings, virtual and physical, have all paid off. Thank you for your service. My appreciation to all executive members of NALA for unity and willingness to work. I salute your comradeship. Thank you all for making this 62nd Independence Day event a fun-filled one. NALA invites you to the annual general meeting and end of the year party on December 17. Signed NALA President 2021 to 2022. My name is Sheyi Oshunade. I want to thank you all for coming. We're in a Buga season. We've been able to accomplish quite a lot, doing it together with people around us, and we appreciate you all. And we would like to do more of that as we progress. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Nasser Abdul Salam. I'm here to talk about the Hausa culture. The Hausa people of Nigeria, so Hausa is a language that is spoken in Nigeria, in Benin, in Ghana, in Togo, a lot of parts of West Africa. I would say, the number of speakers is around maybe across West Africa, maybe 60 million thereabouts. Hausa people, their culture and their economy is a bit integrated with the Fulanese. For example, the Hausas grew corn or maize, and sometimes they use the manure from the cattle reared by Fulanese to cultivate. Also, the industries that are popular in Hausa land include leather works, weaving, and even silversmiths. There are quite a lot of those. There's now a thriving music industry, both in Nigeria and Ghana, for Hausa movies. You should check those out. And in terms of Hausa music, there are a lot of native instruments that are native to Hausa land for music as well. What else to say? Yeah, the Hausa-speaking people, they are very quite a number of them are Muslims. Islam is the faith of majority of Hausas.
Their wedding style.
Yeah, it's a very rich culture when you go to like a Hausa wedding or go to a ceremony. Some highlights include the fishing festival, for example, of Argungu in Kebbi, and if you go to parts of the northwest, it's a very interesting thing when they're doing they're preparing for the wedding. I don't want to go into details, but yeah, the groom goes through a lot of drilling. Thank you very much.
I want to say Buga for Naija. And I have, it's been a real pleasure to go around and meet some of the vendors, to purchase some items. So if anybody wants to do some shopping, there's some terrific vendors that way. I want to congratulate Nala on the mental health project. That is so important in our community, and to take the initiative to train community members to connect with people in the community who are struggling is so important, and it's such an asset to our community that Nala took the leadership on that and has taken that mental health project to the place that it is. I also want to recognize the City of London's support for Nala, but especially all of you who are here today to join in this terrific celebration of independence. So enjoy the food, enjoy the vendors, enjoy the music, enjoy the dancing, and happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
There's one more thing to do. Sorry, can you give me the Buga song? It's time for her to Buga. It's actually a song. Oh no, you're gonna Buga with me. I can hold the bag for you.
Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be try. Kill up, come become person, but now person we don't mind. Boy, when I land so free on the sofa floor. So far so good, only by you. Let me see you. Let me see you.
Last year we came here, not the year we come home. We don't grow up now. We're not change many years. Because we're many. See us, we many now. We want to use this opportunity to welcome you. I know Sabi speak English, now only Pidgin I Sabi speak. 3 years of my staying here, they go teach me from Nigerian. I'll go borrow my organ. May use grammar, welcome on that. But you understand what I'm saying? We're happy that you are here. Legit. Yeah. Some people know they hear me. That's the problem. Sometimes I go talk about shit and they look at me. Mommy, what did you say again? Marga, I bet I'll borrow you to speak the necessary English.
So what we do in Nala is we go as a front to represent the Nigerian community at City of London and any other environment, so that when we put forth our voice, it comes together and we're able to represent. The structure is evolving. Yes, we fight amongst ourselves, but the greater good is that we're still a force to be reckoned with in town. Now, you saw the MVP was here. We also have an MVP who is also friendly with us, Ariel Kabayaga, who is now in Ottawa. We were part of the people who foiled a re-election. So what we do in Nala is that we have two types of membership. Right now we have student and we have family. For family it's $50 per year. For the individuals it's $20 per year. It is not being on the WhatsApp group that makes you a member of Nala. It is when you have a commitment, that financial commitment, we get your details, we send some things to you, and then you're able to get some benefits. Like we said, some people have gotten scholarships through us, and what we want to do is that individuals need the support. That support is necessary when we are able to come together. We will have differences, but if we can overlook that, we're going to work much better. I would appreciate if we could get, if you're interested, to get the names and your numbers and email, and then we will follow up with you. And then later on, you can go towards a stand there. They will say a QR code that will allow you to check out our website and see other things that we can do together. So you are very much welcome to this period. This is October 1. It's a new month. It's a new beginning, and I wish you all the best. Welcome to London. London is expanding. London now has go slow. Unlike before, when you could anywhere in London I can get within 30 minutes. Now, no, it's more than that. It's because people are there, and when you're there, we can always make an impact. Any area we want to go into, we can make an impact. In the US, it's healthcare that the Nigerians are holding there. In here, in London area, we're still not sure where we're strong enough, but we seem to be strong in the healthcare environment. But whichever environment you find in yourself, arts, trucking business or whatever, the community will be there to support you. You also be in the community to support us. There have been people here who've been here since 7 a.m. to try and make all this work. Some of those things will also be requested of you as a member of this community. I wish you all the best. Welcome to London and Ontario. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
And the Friendship Bench program is a program where we train people called Friendship Bench supporters to help in the community with people going through different problems like anxiety, or they are depressed, or they have issues with integrating into society. So over the time, we have trained a couple of people from all races. From the Spanish race, I want to invite Catalina and Luz to come up here, to come and join. From the Nigerian, from the black race, I want to invite B. Catalina. Okay. And so far, these people have been in the society in London, and they've been helping with people who are going through different traumas or different stresses. Adeshola, come now, part of this thing. So if you know anybody in the Spanish community who is going through any problem, you have Luz, you have Catalina. Okay. If you have any problem in the African community that they are going through problems with depression or anxiety, or they need help with trying to settle down, you can see Dr. Adeshola and B. I don't know what to do behind you. Okay, Mr. Lusoji, where? Now we have moved from our community work right now, and we have moved into the CMHA has now established that the Friendship Bench program is one of the support programs that they have in the London community, and so they have put us in their journal. So from now onwards, the Canadian Mental Health Association will be using Friendship Bench program, and all these people who are supporters will be helping with people with anxiety and depression in the communities. People who are trying to get used to. So if you have anybody who's just coming to Canada, who's having problems with integrating or having problems with getting used to Canadian system, you can refer to any of them and they'll be glad to help. If you have any problems with homes, homelessness, or people who are going through financial difficulties, we don't give finances, but we help with negotiating. Now, one of the things we did with Friendship Bench now is that we have now moved from just talk therapy to art therapy. And so we're going to invite Mr. Buki Alabi to talk to us about how African art can be used as therapy, or the things you see with African art. So we'll bring the artwork here for people to see. So let's clap for Mr. Alabi.
Hey, hello everybody.
Hi.
Yeah. First of all, I just made these paintings. I am not an actor. I'm not an artist. I am a trained engineer. But I found out that anytime that I am going through difficult times, I am just feeling low, I paint. And these are just some of the paintings that I could bring here. And of course, I didn't bring any of them from Nigeria. This was inspired by Johnny Depp when he was going through the trial, because it is true that there is emotional and domestic violence going on. Whatever kind of violence that is meted on anybody, man, woman, child, it is bad, and we need to put a stop to it. You know, there's no way this boy is going to grow up to be a normal man, except he goes through a very hard time trying to be normal. And yeah, back home in Africa, when we are in classes, our teachers, they use cane. And it's not as if I'm advocating for that happening here, but some of us have gone through that in life. But that is me trying to picture. When we got here, my son told me that, you know, the first thing he wants to thank God for is that there will be no caning in school now, you know. And I know that some of our children will be thanking God for that in Canada, because some of them went to school, even private schools in Nigeria, you know, and they come here and they're like, oh, there's no cane in this place. And it brings out the best in them. Because when children go to school in fear, they just do things haphazardly. But now they can actually think. They can actually bring forth stuff from inside there, not just because the teacher is coming. I got this canvas from the dump. You know, when they just throw things outside and we don't need it anymore. And I just painted on it, and it was in my dining area for some time. So when I told you I paint when I'm not too happy. I'm going through a divorce right now, so it's always a downtime. I have 3 children, alone, new in Canada, so it is pressure, you know. So now I painted this because African ladies, African women are very strong. I'm not saying this just to, they are strong emotionally, they are strong materially, they are strong, they have wit. And the fact that without our mothers we cannot come forth. I just want to give it out to the African ladies. Despite the fact that they are kind of choked in Africa, they find ways of being fashion, they do the fashion sense, and they find ways to rejoice. They just find something to to show forth that despite all the ups and downs, they can still find something to rejoice in. So this one, I painted it for a young man. I work in Home Depot. So this young man tried to reach out to me, but I was just like, so I just got to work one day and they told me that the guy died. He committed suicide. And he was just 20 years old. It broke me. Because maybe if I had put myself there to talk to him like he wanted to, maybe. And it wasn't as if, I think the suicide was a mistake kind of. He was under he just took some drugs and he had maybe an overdose.
My name is Nasir Abdul Salam.
Okay.
I'm a Nigerian and I've been living in London for 10 years now.
10 years, thank you.
Yeah.
So how's your experience been being a Nigerian in London?
It's been marvelous. I was at some point the secretary of the Nigerian Association of London and Area, NALA. That was back in 2014, 2015. And as part of my mandate then, I remember I sent emails to about 350 people. I didn't even know there were up to 350 people in London at the time, and I'm sure that number has grown. So it's a stronger community. You know, we're growing every year, and we have a lot of these similar activities every year, and it's improving. Even the city politicians are taking notes, so that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Today is Nigeria's Independence Day. How happy do you feel? What are your emotions? What are your feelings about Nigeria's independence?
It's a mixed feeling, I will admit. It's a mixed feeling. On one hand, you know, it's exciting, 62 years post-independence. On the other hand, you know that when you look at a human being who is 62 years old, there is some level of maturity expected from them. But when you look at a country like Nigeria at 62, there is still plenty for us to do. So it's a mixed feeling, but overall I'm excited, and I'm always a proud Nigerian.
Thank you. So what advice do you have for Nigerians living in London?
I would like us to come together, because it's only when we come together where we can pull our resources together that we can advance ourselves. Look at what the Indians are doing. Look at what the Chinese are doing. We need to do that. We need to come together as a unit, and then that we can leverage that and then really go to the next level.
Any wishes you want to send to Nigerians in Nigeria? To
Nigerians in Nigeria, I say again, Happy Independence Day. May we witness many of this. And yes, we need to come together. The only way we can go forward, Nigerians, is we come together as a unit. We can't do things individually or like everybody is a republic unto themselves. No, we are one republic, and so we should act like that. Let's all come together, Nigerians. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mrs. Rosemary Ehemwa, a very proud Nigerian in London, Ontario, Canada.
Okay. How has your experience been in being a Nigerian in London, Ontario, or in Canada generally?
Well, being a Nigerian is like being a black person. I will look at it like that, because it's black, against white or color.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, how happy or sad are you today, Nigeria's independence?
I'm very happy, but I'm hoping that things will change in Nigeria. I'm happy right here in Canada, but I'm not happy about the situation of things in Nigeria. So I want us to do something to change the situation of things in Nigeria so that everybody can be happy like me today.
Awesome. So what advice do you have for fellow Nigerians living here in Canada?
For fellow Nigerians living here in Canada, I would say work hard. It's not easy. There are a lot of challenges, but beyond that, if you work hard and you are persistent and you are positive, definitely you will achieve your missions, your aims and goals, and you'll be happy. But nothing good comes easy, so just know that you have to work hard. That is for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
ó ṣe wá gbàjọ lẹ́kùn ìròyìnbó.
Hi, my name is Desiree Olabode, the Nigerian Canadian, and it's fun to be celebrating independence.
Awesome. So what position do you occupy at the NALA association?
Yeah, so I'm currently the General Secretary of the association, and yeah, it's fun to do that, and it's fun to save our people. It's fun to celebrate our culture, our heritage. Above all, we're all excited and glad to be here.
Awesome. So how's your experience being in Nigeria, living in London or in Canada generally?
The experience has been great. Living in Canada, living in London particularly. It's a fun city. It's a vibrant city. A thriving city as well, and it's welcoming. Lots of Nigerians coming in every day. We used to hear stories of people coming to London and they hardly see black people, not even Nigerians, but now the story is changing. More people are coming, and that is what we want. We're building a community here, and it's growing very, very fast. If you want to join us, come right in.
Thank you. So how do you feel today being Nigerians independent? How do you feel about today?
Yeah, Nigeria at 62, it's really awesome. We've come a long way. We are not there yet. Nigeria still has a long way to go in terms of leadership, in terms of economy, in terms of so many things. But, again, we cannot, while we say all of the problems that we have right now, we cannot but celebrate ourselves, celebrate our culture. So Nigeria at 62, congratulations, Nigeria. Nigeria, God bless you. You're going to, be big, and all the prayers we pray for you as a country will come to fulfillment.
Yeah, my name is Steven Senesima from Nigeria.
Okay, sir. So how long have you been in London, Ontario?
Yeah, probably for like a year now.
Yeah. So how's your experience so far?
Yeah, it's good, but just what I say, the experience here is not that bad. But come to look at it, home is still home. Home is still home. I don't need to talk about home is still home. Because talk about the interaction here, people doesn't have time for each other here. The money you stay in an apartment for a year or a house a year, you don't know your neighbor. You don't know who's your next door neighbor. In the morning, say hi. Even in the office, nobody wants to talk to you. Hi, you're doing your work, nobody, you're doing your work, that's it. But Nigeria, you know how this is in Nigeria. We have our time. You don't see your colleagues at work the next day, you put a call through to know, I didn't see you at work, what's up? But here in Canada, nobody cares. Nobody wants to know if you're at work or not. You just work home, but the truth is that Canada is just the place that the system is working. But mostly probably Nigeria is still home.
I understand. So how do you feel about Nigeria's independence today? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings about Nigeria's independence?
Yeah.
Considering the socio-economic situation back home in Africa?
Yeah, I wish and I hope Nigeria will get better. That's my prayer. I wish Nigeria will get better because there's no way like home. I wish Nigeria the best in this independence.
Okay. So being relatively new in Canada, what are your expectations for yourself, for the Nigerian community here in Canada?
The Nigerian community here in Canada, they are doing good. They are really doing well because we are trying to realize ourselves. At least we go to play football every weekend, meet one or two friends, which we are trying to do well here in Canada.
Low-key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys them know me. Since 06, I've been writing this story. I know be OG, but if you ask them know me. I know they blow trees, only lonely me lonely. Music chose me, just know this and know peace. I dey low-key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wine for me slowly. I love when I see my way, give me liver. I be like the boy, I be sinner. Yeah, nobody only be over.
am Sheyi Oshwade, the NALA president for 2021 to 2022.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, how do you feel about today, sir? Nigerians independent, considering everything that's happening back home in Nigeria and the resilience of the people to always celebrate in the face of whatever it is?
Well, it's mixed reactions. Some of our people are not here because they are thinking what is there to celebrate. But when there is life, and with the opportunities that we are seeing in Canada at the moment, there's every reason to give thanks. And what we are doing as we're doing this event is to remember that Canada has been good to us, and to also remember that Nigeria, where we come from, is also progressing, and we wish the best for Nigeria at all times. So whatever it may be, we will still celebrate Nigeria because it is the country that has made us who we are at this point in time.
Okay, sir. So how's your experience being a Nigerian living in this part of the world? In the many years or the few years that you have been here, how has it been? How has been your experience?
There's been what we call a culture clash. Because the way we see and perceive things in the Nigerian context is different from what we see here. Laws are enforced, personal space has to be respected, and one's opinions has to be respected. Meanwhile, we back home in Nigeria can interfere or intrude into other people's spaces, but that is not allowed here, and so that has been a culture mix that we've had to adjust to. The issue of racism also comes into play. Things that one was not aware of when one was in Nigeria, we are feeling that kind of, we are feeling different from everyone around. And thank God for some of the policies that the government has put in place to reduce racism, which is something that our coming together as a community will help us to overcome. Because when we have a voice, we are stronger together and we can make an impact on our environment.
Okay. So what's your expectation about the Nigerian community in the next 5 to 10 years? What do you foresee about the Nigerian community? What are your expectations? What would you like to see?
In the next few years, I see the Nigerian community holding a critical sector of the healthcare industry in London and also having economic and political power in terms of businesses, in terms of being in positions in the city, in organizations, businesses across town in the next few years.
Awesome. What is your advice for the Nigerian community here in London or even in Canada generally?
I would advise Nigerians in Canada to come together under an umbrella, a local association, a community organization that will promote their own welfare and look for over their things in terms of political, welfare, finances, education, empowerment. When they have something that cares for them particularly and specifically, they are able to advance. And when they advance, they will be useful to the community, they will be useful to themselves, and they will be useful to Nigeria and to their family back in Nigeria.
Thank you so much for your thoughts, sir.
Thank you so much.
I'm never weak, I never cease. Till eternity, I'm on fire. My legacy will not die. My family